Hey, Oblivious. Long time no see. I don't even know if I remember how to do this. It's been forever. Let's see. Oh, I forgot my headphones. Yeah, it's been a nice break. I can't honestly say how consistent I'm ever going to
Uncle
be with
Pee Wee is
streaming
telling
again,
you to
but
drink some coffee.
tonight I felt like doing it. So here I am. Alright, that's plugged in. And then let's play this. Vibes. That working? Yeah, that's working. Okay. Hey, Artwork Studios, good to see you. Obligatory Twitch message. Nice. Uncle Pee Wee, thanks for the caffeination. I may have not heard that. Also, I still have to make my coffee. One sec. I forget how to do this. Split pane up. BRB. How does any of this work anymore? All right, one sec. Let me get the coffee. All right, now we got the coffee. Hey, Artwork Studios. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hello, Uncle Pee Wee. Good to see you. Hello, Ryan. How you been, man? Yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed. I mean, it's been I don't know. It's probably been close to 2 months. I just went to bed one night and decided to stop, and yeah, I don't know. The whole AI thing kind of killed my vibes for a while, but I started working on boot.dev this morning, and that's kind of brought back a little bit of my motivation. So here we are. Yeah, you've been crushing it, man. The hikes, I'm jealous how much nature you've got in your backyard. Well, that's good to hear, Artwork Studios. I'm glad you're doing okay, man. This is decaf instant coffee. All right, so my goal right now is to become an Archmage on boot.dev. And I completed the Python course today, and I'm going to try to complete the Linux course and maybe start this guided project. So that's what we're doing around these parts. So if that's your jam, feel free to hang out. That's what we're going to do. If not, no worries. I understand. Does it involve using Arch? It does not, apparently. They had us set up Ubuntu, although I already had that set up in WSL, but that's what they have people set up, I think, when you go through the first parts of these courses. I mean, some of it, like the Python course, it's not really fair because the Python course really is just a refresher, right? So that was like a speed running, relearning Python, which I already kind of know. I just don't use it a lot. Um, I think a lot of this will be kind of like What do you want to?
I'd like to say something.
In a world without fences and walls, who needs gates and windows?
I mean, who needs them? Yeah, I agree. Ubuntu, I haven't touched that since high school. Ubuntu is the only Linux distro I really have experience with, to be honest. Um, that's the only one I really use myself. But I know people have strong feelings. What have I been doing though, Steven? Just work. I've been working out, screwing around with yard work. Been like trying to grow grass back in the yard. Working, kids. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Filthy Potato? Good to see you, man. Hope the job's treating you well still. I'm sure Ubuntu has changed drastically unless I guess can't. Yeah, I honestly don't know. The first time I used Ubuntu was like within the last 5 years. So yeah, I'm not sure how much has changed or not changed either.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I'm trying. Uncle Pee Wee, thanks for being a sub, man. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I'm trying to grow grass too. It's a pain. It really is a pain. I actually though, I bought two different products. Um, Scott's Turf Builder. No, it's like Scott's. What is it? It's like a patch. Scott's patch product. It worked really well. This Easy Seed. This stuff worked really good. Not sponsored, but like this crushed. And then I bought something else that was like Scott's Rapid Grass, I think was the other thing I built or not built, bought. And it works okay. But yeah, that's what I've been kind of screwing around with in the evenings is watering grass. I've been doing a little bit of coding. I just haven't been doing it on stream. I just got kind of burnt out with all the AI conversations, you know. But I'm back. Yeah, I got cute. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of exciting, honestly, when the grass starts to grow. You kind of feel like you have a green thumb. Yeah, grass is good. That could be taken a couple different ways. All right, let's see. What do they want me to do here? Let's see. Private. Oh, they're gonna have me cat a passwords file? Oh no. Can't be good. Don't steal any of these passwords. Correct horse battery staple. Oh, Foo Fighters. That's actually a pretty good password. Foo Fighters? I like that. You didn't forget how to stream. FYI, still professionally forgetting Twitch chat. I'm sorry. I can see Twitch and YouTube though. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of keeping up with chat. That's my fault. You can use most distros with not much effort if you know Ubuntu. Many OS level programs are used across Linux. Well, that's good to know. I mean, I do still want to try the Omarchi thing from DHH at some point. That's still on my list of things I'd like to try, but haven't gotten around to it. Dude, we got a crap ton of rain here, Uncle Pee Wee. Yeah, ton of rain. Haven't been coding a while now. Oh, really? What made you stop Artwork Studios? Just got bored with it or what? Hello, AZ. Anything? Yes. Welcome back indeed. It's been a minute. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. You haven't Linuxed until you've arched? Okay. Well, isn't so Arch is based on Arch, but I think it's kind of dressed up quite a bit compared to what you get out of the box with Arch Linux. Amarchi is extremely opinionated Arch. I'd recommend just installing vanilla Arch and trying your own tools. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, why not? I've got a long life ahead of me. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I've got a long life ahead of me. Hopefully, I'll get to try all the Linux flavors. Makes it too hard to just sit down and play with code. What does? School? Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, school will keep you busy, man. I'm not jealous of you. I'm so glad I'm out of school. Hey, what's up, Kale? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't I don't know how often I'll be live. I don't know how much I'll keep streaming, but I don't know. I played boot.dev a ton today and that kind of had me in the mood to stream, so I'm here. I'm here tonight. I have Arch, Wayland, Compositor, Neri with Noctali shell. I don't even know what Noctali or Compositor Neri are. I love my setup. Very cool. Registering for BS classes. Dude, school, I'm not jealous of any of you who are in school. Yeah, I'm glad those days are behind me. Your streams are goated though, so there's that. I don't think they're goated. I don't know how good my streams are, but they are my streams, you know? We'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's do they apparently want me to remove the passwords directory. So let's do passwords, or actually let's do recursive passwords. And then we have to copy paste this into here. Woohoo! I'm at my desk at work, had to drop by. Well, I appreciate that, man. I hope work's treating you all right. Yeah, I forget you're on the other side of the world, huh? So, are you already into tomorrow? Yeah, I guess you're already into Wednesday, aren't you? Well, that's weird. A parent who's glad he's out of school. Dude, I'm so glad I'm out of school. I keep trying to convince both my boys to do homeschool, but they won't take me up on the offer. We come back. That's proof they're goaded. We could be watching any other 20K viewed streams. Well, I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I appreciate you guys coming back to hang out. Midday Wednesday. That's wild. It's like a time traveler. It's crazy. How are the boys doing on coding? Yeah, my son has been dabbling in free code camp on and off. He hasn't been very consistent with it. Um, the PC thing still stands though, so maybe when they get the itch to really get that PC, they'll be more consistent with it. Take a look inside the World Bank private transactions directory. You should see a few files containing transactions from different years. Look inside the backups directory. It looks like something is missing. Copy the missing file from the transactions directory into the backups directory so there's a backup of all the transactions. Okay. So let's do that. And then let's transactions backup. So we're missing 2020. So we're going to do MV transaction. No, sorry, not MV. CP, right? Yeah. And then we'll do transactions 2020 transactions backup 2020. See that? List the contents of the backups and paste. Submit. All right, symbolic linking. Here we go. Make sure the tbills.txt is still in the World Bank product investments directory. Create a symlink between tbills. The symlink should point to the existing tbills file in the investments directory. Use a relative target. Run ls-l on credit cards directory to confirm that the syslink exists. Okay. So then we do. Where are we? Let's go back up to the home. Oh no, I think my stream's just disconnected. They need instant grat. Yeah, that's true. The feedback, I think the feedback loop is the best you can get on free code camp, but they're probably still a little young. I don't know. I hear people who start coding even younger than my oldest son is now. So we'll see. Steven, did I tell you about the semi-popular game I made? No, you did not. Please feel free to share your semi-popular game. I feel like the most overpaid call center agent ever. Why? Hey, Minister of Defense. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm happy that you made a game that people like. I think that's one of the most rewarding parts of like coding and building stuff is when other people use it and enjoy it. I think it's very exciting. It's very like reinforcing. Like you want to do more of it. Get like 40 an hour to take calls all day. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. Easy jobs. I remember there's a bodybuilder who I used to follow a lot online. His name's Juju Mufu. This guy. His real name's John Call, but I used to follow his blog a lot back in the day, and he wrote a really interesting blog post about like this idea of like trying to find easy jobs, right? So like almost trying to find jobs where like you are overpaid and it is easy work. You know, because we all know there's jobs out there that are really, really hard, but they don't pay that much. And then we know that there are easy jobs that pay a lot. And I think it's kind of a smart strategy to like try to optimize for like min max, right? Like minimum effort in your 40-hour work week, maximum return. Because all most of us are trying to do is work our way to retirement, right? So we're just trying to sock away enough money in our investments so we never have to work again. Nice, 1,000 views. Very cool, Artwork Studios. Well, congratulations, man. I love that. Long time no see. Have been missing streams, or have you not been streaming for a while? I haven't been streaming for a while. Yeah, this is the first time I've streamed in like 2 months, Minister of Defense. So it's on me, not you. I get a full salary, 32-hour work week. Yes, I mean, coding for work, I think is getting paid to write code is cool, right? I think right now, in the development space, though, it's kind of a shit show from what I hear. Um, like my day job is like half paid to code, half manual testing, right? Because I do automation and manual. So, but I think right now developers are kind of really squeezed. If you're working 40 hours a week as a developer, like people are telling you to use this tool or use this AI agent and decrease your story point estimates by 50%. And so I don't know, man. Maybe the at this point in time, maybe over the next few years, maybe the right call is to write code, you know, for enjoyment and just try to min max work, you know. All right, I think I want to do an absolute link here. So let's do ln and what's the command? Target and then the link path. So our target is going to be let's do World Bank public products investment T-bills. And the destination is going to be the credit cards. So World Bank public products credit cards, tbills.txt. And let's list World Bank, credit cards -L. And then it wants us to paste this here. Oh no. Run ls-l in the credit cards directory to confirm that the sim link exists. World Bank's T-bill, what did I do wrong here? Is it to... Am I supposed to paste the line from LSS-L that shows tbills.txt symlink and submit it? Is it because I did like an absolute link maybe? No. I don't know why that's not working. I'm almost finished my master's, but thinking about moving into aerospace engineering full time after. Ooh, aerospace engineering. That sounds hard. That sounds like hard work. Refactoring. That sounds like fun. Yeah, very cool. I have yet to build a proper game. Echo, stop. Echo, go home. This looks scary. It's not. This is actually all very simple stuff. I don't know why I'm having trouble getting the correct answer. I kind of wonder if it's supposed to be like that. Let's use seer stone. I don't know what this does. Difficulty 10. This is the hardest difficulty. Oh, it says right there, use a relative target. It says it right in the directions. Okay. Whoopsies. So I guess we should remove World Bank, public, products, investments, oops, credit cards. It would help if you read instructions. T-bills. Okay, LN. Okay, LS. Okay, so let's try this. That's still not, huh? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I've done what they've asked of me, but for whatever reason, the solution is not working. Oh, interesting. So it has to be this. It has to be interesting. Okay, so what they want me to do is this actually. They actually want it to be a relative. So they want me to CD into World Bank products, or sorry, public products, credit cards. Then they want me to do LN-S, and they want me to go they want me to do it from the products folder. So they want me to do LN-S dot oh no, they do want it. They want me to do tbills.txt to tbills.txt. Well, that's not frustrating at all. There we go. I got it right. Oh, whoops. I didn't update the what we are doing command. Hold on. I am working my way through boot.dev to reach the Archmage level. To become an Archmage. That's what I'm doing. There we go. Hey, you here? Good to see you, man. Sorry, I didn't catch your message. Are we? I don't know if we're back, but we're back tonight. What are you doing today? What sort of by automation at work, I mean, so like I work in quality assurance. So the company I work for, I basically just do manual testing, and then I write automated tests for the same software that we manually test. So when I say automation, I just write automated end-to-end
Did we just
tests.
become best friends?
Craig, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So that's what my day job looks like. So kind of going back to what I was with Kale earlier is like I kind of have the best of both worlds where I don't really have to deal with all the shenanigans that are going on in the development world right now. And I can write code and build everything and do all the kinds of software stuff I want on the side as a hobbyist. And then I do get paid a little bit at work to write code. And it's kind of the best of both worlds. I get to be a part of building software professionally without kind of the headaches that go along with doing development for somebody else. Building software is fun. Building software for other people, or building software on someone else's dime for other people, mm, not as fun these days, I think, as it probably used to be. Let's see, what does the file path? I'm also, you guys, if you're on YouTube, you can't see, but like I have boot.dev pulled up on the other side of my screen um, on Twitch. So sometimes I'll probably be talking about something, and if you're on YouTube, you probably won't be able to see it. Let's see, what does the file path workspace names.csv refer to? All right, you might see we need to do something with grep here. Let's see, applications often write their logs to files on disk. These logs can contain useful information about what the application is doing. It can also be used to debug. Use the grep command to find any lines with the text critical, all caps. Paste the output of your grep command into the input field. So let's do, we want grep critical. And then the name of the file, or the file path. So we want World Bank, private logs, 2024.
Did we just become best friends?
Hey, Twitterims. Twitterims, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Nice. Let's see, we can also grep multiple files. Use the grep command to find all the lines with the text critical in the logs. So let's do that. Oh, we gotta do recursive. Dash R. Can I do this? And then X clip selection clip. There we go. Hey, Elmanian. Long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. My dad is my client. He doesn't want to pay for S3 buckets, Lambda, or anything, so makes my dynamic SSR page non-dynamic. Interesting. Building software for your dad? Nice. You hear I skipped the building a static site generator, went directly into the C course. I'm just going to try to do all of it. I want to get the little, I guess if you reach level 100, they send you a coin. So I'm just going to try to get to the level 100, complete all of it. What is grep though? Grep is like a command line utility tool for searching for patterns in files. Steven wants the coin. I do want the coin. I do. I know it's silly, but I do want it. This is just far more like, to me, this is just far more, at the moment right now, this is far easier for me to get motivated to sit down and do right now than anything else. Hey Mark, what's up, man? Good to see you. The boss events are the best for the grind? Interesting. They have boss events, huh? Okay. That's cool. Let's see. CD into World Bank. Use the find command to search the public products discovery for all files that contain the word joint in their name. Find. What are we looking for? We're looking for public products. And we are looking for name joint. Let's see if that's correct. It's correct. All right, run who am I? Sudo who am I? Root. You'll be prompted for your password to enter it. Copy and paste the output of the last command into the input box and submit your answer. Root. Yeah, see, some of this is like, a lot of this is just is just like refresher. So this is kind of I kind of feel like it's unfair of me that I'm going through these courses because it's not really like I'm a beginner first time person, but it's still fun nonetheless. Let's see. You are in position 8 of 100 or 1 million something total students. All right, let's see if we can get up to number 1. We're gonna try to climb this leaderboard. Oh God, my computer just froze, I think. Nah, not unfair. Everyone should get to do this. Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I paid like 200 and something dollars for a year's worth. So I figure it's a nice way to support the developer community, you know? Deeper curses are not joke. I don't know what deeper curses are. Mark, it was good to see you too. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I want the coin too, but I'm lazy as fuck to do any of these. Ah, that's all right. You can live vicariously through me, Artwork Studios. I'm hungry for snacks, but ran out of them, so I'm drinking coconut milk and eating buckwheat. Oh man, Oblivious, you're living a sad, sad existence over there. You hear courses. Deeper courses are not a joke. Okay, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do the C course. That's the course that I think will be by far, I think, the most enlightening. Yeah, this one, learn memory management. I think that's the one that I'll probably get the most out of because I've never done anything with C before. That'll probably be a kind of a cool experience too, to contrast with, since I learned Rust earlier this year. I think it'll be kind of be interesting to learn to learn a language that Rust was sort of a reaction to. So, you guys can't see that. These are all the courses that boot.dev offers. Or this is like the learning path for the backend developer on their site. And this course right here, learn memory management, is all taught in C, I believe. So that'll be good. Which permissions allow everyone to read? I'm not really sure what the right answer is here. Can I guess there? Which permissions allow owners to execute? The first 3 characters are owner permissions. Okay. The next 3 characters are group permissions. This one? Yeah. The last 3 characters are others permissions. This is everyone else. So owner, group, and then... So first character is directory or not a directory. Next 3 is owner. Next 3 is groups. Next 3 is others. That's good to know. Which permissions allow the owner... Oh, I already did that. Also, I guess when I'm doing the quizzes, I can just... Let's see. Changing permissions. As part of your security audit, you need to know who has access to the files in the private directory. The ls command has a -l option that will print out the permissions of each file and directory in long format. change the permissions of the private directory and all of its contents so that the owner can read, write, and execute. The group can do nothing, and others can do nothing. All right, so we have to go to ls-l private. So we want to change all of these so that the owner can read, write, and execute, and the group can do nothing, and others can do nothing. So we need to do chmod recursive. U is the owner. So we do rwx, G is nothing, O is nothing, and then we need to apply that to private. Then ls-l private. Yep, that's what we want. Once you change the permission, run L. I think I'm kind of back. There we go. Huh. I have no idea what just happened. Hello, Nathan. I have no idea what just happened. My computer literally made 3 very loud beeping sounds and then died. Maybe that was a sign from the universe that my return to streaming is a mistake. G9 loud beeping. The loud beeping noise you described could be a BIOS beep code indicating a problem with the hardware? What? A BIOS beep code? I didn't even know this was a thing. Uh-oh. While repeated short, long beeps usually indicate RAM or video card issues. I think this was the issue. Memory error, because there was 3 beeps. I did not realize that was a thing that your computer could do. Yeah. Was the beeping very buzzy and coming from motherboard, or was it Windows beeping your headphones? It was definitely from the motherboard. It was from the computer. Yeah, that's a first for me. I've never had that happen before. I guess it could happen again. We'll wait and see. That could be overheating failsafes. Oh. Excuse me. Isn't there a place where you can see temperature? I thought there was a place where it showed temperature. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right spot. Hey, Oblivion's on the stream streak, even though I haven't streamed in forever. Yeah, I mean, the computer is hot, that's for sure. I don't know. We're gonna keep on going. See how far we get. It may happen again. Get a fan, point it to the PC. We could do that. we could do that. Corrupt history file. What does that mean? Should I delete it then? Corrupt history file. Okay, let's just listen to what Google says here. All right. See, that fixed it. Hold on, what? Well, let it ride. See, here knows what's up. Best app for seeing temperatures is HW Info. I've had memory issues before and never had beeps. Huh. Yeah, that was the very first experience. I'd recommend having HW Info just open in the background so over time you can see what max values to reach. Quick, Winget, Relix, okay. So HW Info, Winget. Oops, wrong terminal. So you start. A new version is available and update is recommended. That's a beta. No, I'm good. Close. Alright. Sensors. Dude, this is a lot of information. I don't even know what's going on here. Core temperature. Oh no, those hot? I don't know. Celsius? I'm an American. We do everything in Fahrenheit. That seems hot. There's a lot of information here. I'm not even sure which window I should keep open. This one looks like it's the most... Oh, whoops. The most useful, maybe? That's near boiling point. That is hot. Okay, well, I have a lot of shit running on the machine. Yes, I'm eating beef jerky. CPU 100%, memory 100%. I honestly don't know how to interpret a lot of this information. All I know is it sounds like the computer is running hot. So maybe that's what caused the abrupt shutdown. Close them all, reopen HW info, and in the drop down choose sensors only. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. What are you running on that CPU? Everything? Everything? I have Meld Studio, SpeakerBot, StreamerBot, Edge, which is basically Chromium. Sensors only. Yeah, I just think maybe the computer's hot. Computer. Computer warm. Yeah. Well, it's called not melt, meld, but kind of the same thing. Maybe maybe Artwork is right. Maybe I just need to get a fan and point it at the PC. I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll see how much further we get. I'm gonna try to finish this Linux course before I go to bed. So it's melding the CPU to the socket. That's what. Okay, well that's not good. Are you in a windowless room? Yes, it is. It's in the basement. Yeah, I think you need a large industrial fan for those temps. Oh no. Well, I guess we're trashing the CPU. Here we go. Hold on to your hats, folks. It is kind of strange though, because like I streamed for like almost a year for like 2 to 3 hours at a time. And that's the first time I've had it, I guess, get so hot that it shut down. Odds are that your stream settings are hammering the CPU. You should check your thermal paste. Well, we're not going to do any of that right now. But yeah, I would guess I'm putting a lot of strain on it for sure. Because I'm streaming, I'm also recording I'm recording one of the scenes to the local disk, right? So I'm probably just putting it under a lot of strain. But it's weird because this is nothing different than I've done the last year. But maybe I've just finally wore the hardware out. Well, we had a good run, computer. We had a good run. My ambient cannot be less than 30 degrees C because of my room temp is like 31 C. My room temp right now is 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not like really hot in the room, but I'm guessing I'm just destroying this PC. Got scared at 66. Yeah, it's Fahrenheit. I'm an American, okay? For whatever reason, we're stuck on Fahrenheit. We gotta focus if we're gonna make progress on this course. I think I'm on lesson what? Lesson 30. 32 out of 67. So I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through. So we should be able to finish it. So I'm trying to get my windows organized again. Okay. If it was 66 degrees, I'd be in 2 hoodies and a tracksuit. Are you serious? Dude, I sweat so easily. I have to keep it cold. 70 degrees is hot to me. All right. What? 82 degrees? No, no freaking way. I would be sweating. You'd see sweat coming down my forehead right now. Oh, well, yeah, I guess if you have a lot of computers running in that room. How do you check room temp? I just go based off what my AC says. My AC says it's set at 66. Or is at 66, sorry. I heard gas is $4 in Missouri. I think it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. Gas, Olathe. Yeah, here's the current average. $4.01. I mean, I guess you said Missouri, but Kansas City. Kansas City Metro, it looks like it's $4.02. It's just gonna keep going up. I bet it hits $5 before it's all said and done. Yeah, it's just gonna keep going up for sure. Unfortunately. Let's see. World Bank, private, bin. There's this script right here, gen IDs. Do chima-x. It's good. Chima-u, oops, u plus x. Paste only the output of the script into the input field. All right. The question that the current lesson is asking me is what happens if you run sudo rm -rf /. I think what happens is that ruins your day. Although that is not one of the answers. It's one of the answers says somewhere
Did
in
we
the
just
world.
become best friends?
Hey, thanks for the follow over there. Somewhere it says somewhere in the world Linus Torvalds chuckles. I really want to answer that one. Shit, damn it. Computer will be wiped clean of all files, including files needed to function. That one. All right, change directory into the private. ls. You should see a directory called contacts. Take a look at its contents. You should see a file called emergency.txt. Take a look at the data. It seems like he has some personal contact info for employees. We don't know whose this is, but we're pretty sure it should have its access strictly limited. Let's change the owner of the entire contacts directory to root. Sudo change ownership root contacts. Okay. Find the line, copy the whole line into the input. rm-rf remove fun recursively. I like that. It's a good way to remember. What have you been working on lately? Most of the code that I've been writing has been work related. I haven't been working much on personal projects. Worked a little bit on my Discord bot for a little bit. I still have to get those changes deployed. But yeah, most of the code I've been writing lately has been just to kind of exploring ideas I have about the the product we make at work. Um, yeah, just trying out different ideas I have for things there, and then obviously writing end-to-end tests. But a lot of C#, a lot of TypeScript. Nothing fun though. This is what I've been doing for fun, I guess. Boot.dev. My primary goal has been to avoid anything AI related. That's been my primary goal for the last 2 months. To me, AI has just sucked all the fun out of everything related to like programming, software development, technology. My favorite way to close my VMs is just rm-rf /. I guess that's one way. That's one way to end your day. Have I ever tried Elixir? I have not tried Elixir. I've heard good things about it though. Yeah, I've heard good things. I haven't tried it though. The latest programming language I learned was Rust, right? I think it was Rust. I think that was the latest programming language we tried on stream. My primary goal is to get through the week without combusting. Yeah, I mean, by the most part, I mean, I don't have any complaints in my day-to-day life. I mean, my kids are healthy, my wife's healthy, I have a job, I have plenty of computers to tinker with, and you know what I mean? Like, I have a nice house that we rent. Like, I don't have anything to really complain about in my day-to-day week other than I just kind of got burnt out with all the AI stuff in the world, and I've been trying to actively avoid it for the last 2 months, which is largely why I haven't been streaming. Hey, what's up, Anonymous Panda? Good to see you. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. What is the output of catting the SH executable? I have no idea. Which SH? Cat bin. Mine's not located there. Mine's located at user. Here we go. Which can be executed without the help of interpreter. Yeah, compiled executable. From the root of the World Bank directory, use the cat command to review the contents of the private bin genids file. Paste only the shebang into the input field and submit your answer. Let's see, cat. Ooh, new challenge is available. This is an interview question. Let's see. Permissions decide what different users can do with file system items. Actually, hold on. Let me see this. Bring this over here. Read usually. Let's see. Permissions decide what different users can do. So what's the interview? Compare how permissions work on files versus directories in a file system. Compare how permissions work on files versus directories in a file system. Permissions for a file, just file control what someone can do with that file versus permissions on a directory. I don't actually really know. Let's see. File versus permissions on a directory. Control. I mean, I feel like I'm restating the answer to the question. On a directory, control what someone can do with that directory? I mean, I'm just restating. That doesn't really seem like a good answer, but I'm sure Boots will tell me if it's a bad answer. Let's see. However, the prompt asks you to compare file versus directory specifically. Saying, yeah, it is a bit circular. I apologize. Think about the execute permission for a moment. What does it mean when applied to a file, and how might that meaning shift when applied to a directory? Oh, I don't really know. Execute permissions. I'm at a loss. Please educate me. Take another look at the useful ideas section, especially the bullet about execute and the note that permissions can apply differently. Here's a simpler way to think about it. Imagine you have read permission. If the item is a file, what would read let you see? If the item is a directory, instead, what would read let you see? So permissions to a file allow you let's see, execute often means running a file or accessing a directory in a special way. Permissions can apply differently to files and directories. I'm not really sure what you are after. I'm sorry. Oh. So I guess maybe this is a lot easier than what I'm... So permissions control what someone can do with the... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, if you have read permissions to a... This all seems like a dumb, like a dumb question to me. If I have read permissions to a file, I can see the file's content. If I have read permissions to a directory, I can see what files are in said directory. Again, though, this is going back to the original idea of permissions control what you can do with a file versus what you can do with a directory. I guess I'm not seeing what you are driving. I'm arguing with an AI bot here. Okay, that's all you wanted to know? Okay, that's I give this a I don't know. I give this a 2, but that skill issue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's good that they have it's good that they have a nice AI bot that like challenges you and doesn't, you know what I mean? It's very Socratic in that sense. But I don't know. I guess I felt like that question was kind of redundant. It's like what do permissions mean to a file versus a directory? I mean, permissions just define what you can do with the file. Permissions define what you can do with the directory. Like the contents of a file, right, versus the contents of a directory. I don't know. Doesn't I don't see the subtle difference, I guess, that they see in it. All right, what am I supposed to be doing here? We need to cat bin gen ID. We need to copy this, paste it here. Woohoo! Let's see. As we talked about before, if you're using Ubuntu or WSL, you're probably running a bash shell. Nope, I'm running ZSH. Let's see. To get hand wavy about it, I want to explain the difference between the 3 shells you're likely to encounter. The Bourne shell. This is the original Unix shell and is POSIX compliant. The Bourne Again shell. This is the most popular shell in Linux. It builds on SH but also has a lot of extra features. The Z shell. This is the most popular shell in macOS. Like Bash, it does what SH can do but also has a lot of extra features. So I guess ZSH See, bash and ZSH are a superset of SH. They can do anything SH can do and more. Yeah, that's the right one. Let's see, as part of your audit, you're trying to figure out what shell commands run automatically when a user logs in on the machine. You need to confirm which shell configuration file is being used. So let's do vim. .zsh. Add the following line to the bottom. Echo. Hello from the shell. Okay. You can use Control O to save the file. No, I'm not using Nano. Close your terminal, open a new one. If you see the message hello from the shell, you found the right file. Edit the same shell config again to remove the line you added so that you don't see that message every time you open a new shell. Oh, well, I already know what I'm using. That's dumb. That's why it wanted me to do that? I already know that I'm using ZSH. So let's do something wonderful has happened. Your follower is alive. What? I don't know what you're talking about. LOL, not using Nano. I am not using Nano. Nano's okay, but I've gotten so used to. I've been using NeoVim so much for the last year that I've kind of become quite friendly with Vim. Let's see, why might you restart your shell after changing a shell configuration file? Because the config file runs, because the config file runs automatically when you start a new shell session. Yeah, this one. Let's see, we talked about how you can create and use local variables in your shell. Great. There's another type of variable called an environment variable. They are available to all programs that run in your shell. You can view all the environment variables that you have currently set in your shell with the env command. To set a variable for your current shell session, use the export command. Great, know about that. Take a look at the contents of the warn.sh script in the bin warn sh. This script is used to print nice warning messages branded in World Bank style. Okay, in your terminal, export the required environment variables. Export warn message equals the auditor is here. Export warn from name your worst nightmare. Okay, then we're gonna do this. Oops. Now I have to copy that. Paste that here. Success! Yeah, go for it, Arbor Studios. No need to hang around here, man. I'm just going to be doing boot.dev, so nothing terribly exciting. Let's see. Well, there was a 10-minute wait before I could type on chat, so I was like, let's put a funny reference there while we wait. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you can't. I think Twitch only allows you to set it to 10 minutes. It's the lowest you can go. And I don't really want people just like drive by chatting in my stream. On YouTube, I have it set to 5 minutes. But Twitch, I think 5 minutes, 10 minutes is as low as it goes. Hey, Delusional Dev. Good to see you. How are you doing? The goat? I don't know about the goat, man. There hasn't been a lot of programming streams lately. Like I follow the Primogen, TJ, like a lot of the big the one guy that's been streaming very consistently is what's his last name? Dylan something on Twitch. I honestly think AI has just taken the sales out of a lot of programming and coding and tech people's um what is his name? Dylan what? How do I see how do I see all my follows? Twitch follows. This guy, Dylan something. He works at Cloudflare. He's been live almost every day, it seems like. But the Primogen hasn't been live a lot lately. Like I just think AI has kind of sucked the winds out of a lot of people's sails, unfortunately. Yeah, D Milroy, yeah. Delusional Dev, what you said. Dylan Mulroy. As something of a security engineer yourself, I wouldn't call myself a security engineer. You wanted to temporarily disable the path variable so that you can only run executables by using their full path. Just so you don't accidentally run something you don't mean to. Export. I don't know, this seems like a bad idea. Yeah, it wiped out everything. Try running some simple commands. Some will no longer work, while others that do not rely on path will. Um, does echo work? After deleting your path, what happens when you try to run ls? Command not found. A common problem you'll run into in the future is that you install a new program on your machine, but when you try to run it from your terminal, you get an error. Like this: command not found. 9 times out of 10, it's because the program is installed in a directory that's not in your path variable. Let's see, restart your cell session to reset your path variable to its default, okay? The world blanc directory that you downloaded has some executables that would be useful to have in your path so that you can run them from anywhere. Add the world blanc private bin directory to your path variable. You'll need to add the absolute path, not the relative path. You can get the absolute path by running pwd in the world blanc. Private bin. And then to add a directory to your path without overriding all the existing directories, use the export command. Okay, so let's do pwd xclip. So was it selection clipboard? And then we want to do export path equals the existing path value. Like that. Okay, and cd home. Now run world banc.sh. Welcome to the World Bank CLI tool. Please enter your name. Let's do Steven. Steven at steven.com. And I'm supposed to copy all that over there and submit it. Making progress. Let's see, in the last lesson, you changed your path variable for your current shell session. Trouble is, the next time you restart your shell, it will reset to its default value. You won't be able to use the worldblanc.sh CLI tool from anywhere unless you change your path variable permanently. The most common way to do this is to add the same export command that you used in the last lesson to your shell's configuration file. Okay, so we do vim dash rc. Whoops, that's not what I want. Let's quit out. Copy this guy. Paste that in there. Source it. Okay, still works. Let's see, what changed when we add the path change to the config file? We need to use the full path to run it. Script is available from anywhere, even after a session restart. There we go. All right, now we're going on to the man command. Or choose also, how do you get the Ubuntu shell? Sorry, I'm very slow. Hold on, Steven, just wondering, does everyone wash their own dishes? At my house, it's usually either me and my wife that washes dishes. I personally like dishes to be washed and put in the dishwasher. Like if you use a dish, I want you to take the dish to the sink, wash it off, and put it in the dishwasher at that time. That's the kind of household I grew up in. My wife grew up in a household where you take your dish to the sink, you rinse it, and then you set it in the sink, and then somebody comes along and does all the dishes that day at some point and loads them into the dishwasher. I don't really like that, but that's always been a contention in our household. But yeah, everybody at this point in our house pretty much does the latter, and then either me or my wife does all the dishes in one go. As far as the Ubuntu shell, this I get this from WSL. So you do the first thing you have to do is do WSL install, and I'm pretty sure WSL install by default installs Ubuntu. No, WSL install sets up Windows Subsystem for Linux, and then you have to do WSL install like this. And I think that by default will install Ubuntu. If you want a specific Linux distro, I think you can specify it here as another command. Or sorry, another argument, I believe. But yeah, that's how I got it, was through the Windows subsystem for Linux. Hey, NG Tontai. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Let's see. As a systems person, the grep command will be your best friend. It has a lot of power, but it can be a little confusing to use. Open the grep manual. Man grep. You'll notice that the manual is an interactive session. Page through the manual with the spacebar and quit with Q. Okay. Read the first couple paragraphs of the grep manual, then read the question and scroll through the rest of the manual for the answer. All right. What does the lowercase v flag do? I don't know. Invert match. Invert the sense of matching to select non-matching lines. Which of the following greps options is incorrect? Dash T. Let's see, is there a dash T? I don't see a dash T. Actually, it'd probably be easier just to try the, let's see, grep dash T. I don't think dash T is one. See, as you already see in this course, some commands accept flags. Flags are options that you can pass to a command to change its behavior. Whether or not a command takes flags and what those flags are is up to the developer of the command. That said, there are some common conventions. Single character flags are prefixed with a single dash. Multi-character flags are prefixed with 2 dashes. Sometimes the same flag can be used with a single dash or 2 dashes. You found that some files have been tampered with. Oh no. To figure out which one it is, you need to know the number of bytes contained in each file. Use the word count command to count the number of bytes in a file. Use the man command to figure out which flag you need to use. So man wc print the byte count. So we can either pass dash c or dash dash bytes. So let's do wc dash dash bytes and then point it at the file. ideas. Paste the number of bytes into the input field and submit your answer. So 1098. Achievement, complete 240 exercises. Let's go. Take a look inside the World Bank public directory. Cat the contents of the suspicious looking key.txt file. This looks like some kind of private key. Cat key.txt. Uh-oh. Someone put their private key in there. Yeah, 240. Yeah, I've been making good progress today. Let's see where I'm at on the leaderboards. I'm going to try to get to the first position on the leaderboard. I'm sure they don't intend for you to do that many exercises in a day. That's probably not what they intended when they made boot.dev. I'm position 7. So I need, what is that? 8,000 more XP to catch up to this guy. Okay, move key.text from public to private. List the contents of the private. So we need to do mv World Bank public key World Bank private key. I guess we can just do it here, can't we? By convention, most production-ready CLI tools have a help option that prints information about how to use the tools. It's usually accessed with one of the following. You need to make some network requests as part of this audit. You want to make sure that this machine you're auditing only has access to authorized systems. To make those requests, you'll need to know how to use curl. Print out the help menu for curl. Paste the command you use to print the menu, not the menu itself, into the input. Okay, curl dash dash help. Exit codes. Commands will usually print with error codes if they've been run without the proper arguments or configuration. For example, private bin warn sh script will exit with a non-zero code if you don't have the required environment variable set. Okay, so then let's do private, whoops, World Bank, private. Well, I should be able to just do this, shouldn't I? There we go. And then we should be able to do echo. Okay. That's a little bit of a troll. The exit code was 69. Alright. Let's see. Use grep command to print all the lines in file that contain the word Marshall to standard out. So we'll do grep Marshall 2020. Copy the output. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, there's a process transaction script in World Bank private bin. Private bin. Process transactions. Okay. It accepts a path to a CSV file containing transactions data as positional argument. It prints modern transactions after the year 2000 to standard out and old transactions to standard error. Run the script, use the path to the 2020 CSV file. Be sure to redirect standard error to a temporary file called temp World Bank log. Okay, how do we redirect to standard error? To, and then the caret, or sorry, greater than. Okay, so we do process transactions.sh, and then we'll do private transactions 2020 CSV, and then we redirect to standard error, and we'll say temp worldbank.log. Cat temp World Bank log. Okay, paste those. Okay, so these were all the ones before 2000. Success. You take a closer look at the code in World Bank file. What command does it use to read from standard in? So cat World Bank private bin World. It uses the read command. Read. Exit code 69 is service unavailable, I think. Is it? Is it really? Is that is that like an actual valid exit code? Or are you making another joke? I know. I can't either. I thought that was like a troll. Exit code 69 most commonly indicates that a service is unavailable or that a required component is unreachable. In most Unix-based and macOS systems, this code is defined as ex_unavailable in the standard sysexits.h header file. That's pretty funny. Okay, I thought it was a troll, but I guess maybe it's the right exit code to use in that instance. Oh, nice, Kale. On your break, man. I like it. 30 minutes of freedom. Here we go. Hopefully that involves some food. well, who is this part timer? You're right. I am a part timer now. Good to see you, Josh. It was me message. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you checking up on me. Yeah, I just kind of like went to bed one night, decided, you know what? I'm kind of burnt out on all this AI talk. So I took a couple months off just to, and I honestly don't know how consistent I'll be with streaming ever again. Honestly, I never really like aspired to be a streamer. It just was something I started doing in it, and it was fun, and I kept doing it. And I don't really know where my streaming career goes from here, but I felt like doing it tonight, so here I am. I've still been writing code, uh, but just not streaming. I'll be 80 years old and probably still be writing code. Trust me, I'm a wizard. There's no menial task I can't overcomplicate with the magic of assembly. Nice. All right, so we need to recursively look for Mr. Bob in private transactions, but we need to exclude the backups. Pipe the output of that command into the word count -L. $3,973. Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, RxUs. I don't think anyone needs to. I mean, unless you're like trying to make a living off creating content, well, then you got to post. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with just creating content when you feel like it. You know, I've been on YouTube for 19 years. Took many breaks. Wow, 19 years. Wow. So you've been there from like the beginning, right? That's 2005. YouTube release date. Yeah, so you were there from like the freaking beginning. That's crazy. 80-year-old Steven streaming. Probably not streaming. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully I can retire. Right now my goal is to retire at 52. Based on all my numbers, assuming nothing terrible happens between now and then. And then all bets are off. Hey, Duck Boy. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Good to see you. Josh has been on YouTube longer than Artwork has been alive. That's crazy. Let's see. We have to do malicious.sh malicious skullduggery complete. Alright, Assignment. You did some digging, found out that the malicious program actually has another mode, force. Run the program again in force mode. Tried to kill the program using Control C. You shouldn't be able to kill it. Copy the line that was printed to your terminal when trying to kill the malicious program. Paste it into the input field, but do not submit yet. Open a second terminal window and pipe this thing. Pipe the output PS aux into grep malicious sh to find the process ID of the malicious program. You will probably get 2 results, one for the malicious program and one for the grep command itself. Make sure you use the correct PID and that you don't miss any characters. Now that you have control of the terminal again, submit the message the malicious program printed, which you should have copied already in step 2. Okay, force. Okay, and then we go here, whoops, Ubuntu, and we're going to do ps aux grep malicious.sh, and we want this guy, right? So we'll do kill. No such process. Oh, is it 2970? Oops. 2970. There we go. Nice. Success. Oh, thank you, Magic. Appreciate that, man. Hey, what's up, Suos? Good to see you. Anyway, Simo, what's your advice on going through hard things? My way of dealing with hard things is I don't know what the Bible verse is, but there's a Bible verse that says something about this too shall pass. And I adopted that mantra during two-a-days in high school. Like that probably is the physically the most difficult thing I ever did was two-a-days in August in Missouri heat, 100+ degree days, pads on, like that was probably physically the most demanding thing I've ever done. And you just kind of have to, whenever you're doing hard stuff, you just kind of have to hold on to the fact that like eventually it will come to an end. Like it will pass. It's not forever. So that's kind of what I remind myself of. That's how I deal with it. Be a real pro. Use sed. What is sed? Sed command. The sed command is a powerful utility used in Linux. Huh. Well, I am far from a pro Linux user. So it seems appropriate that I'm not using the sed command. Yeah, long time, Josh. How's life? Life's good. Yeah, life's good, man. I've got nothing to complain about. My life is very blessed. Open a terminal and run the top command. Okay. So let's make sure I do this in a bigger window. Make sure I get all the right. Let's see, let's install something. NeoVim is a hyper-extensible and newer version of Vim, which is a new version of Vi, which is a popular command line text editor. First, make sure the app itself is up to date. Sudo app update. Next, install NeoVim. Sudo app. Let's go ahead and upgrade. What time is it here? It's 10:16 p.m. And I have, let's see. I have 6 more lessons to go. At least to reach my goal for today. So sudo app install NeoVim. Nice. Oh, that's an old version. Why is it so old? NeoVim, let's see. Sudo app update. Why is that so old? Let's see. NeoVim sudo app install old version. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna use it really that much, but still, kind of bothers me. Huh. Buys enough? I don't know about that. Is it the consequence of me being on a Mac so long that I'm starting to find development on Windows with WSL intriguing? I think the grass is always greener, right, on the other side. It always looks more interesting. The thing that you're not familiar with. I don't think there's anything, though, particularly more intriguing about working with WSL versus working on a Mac. You hear, you have to build from source. Oh, really? Well, that sucks. Well, in any event. Okay. There's a public file containing a company password. Word block public company info. Wrong donkey charger tape. What a password. Let's see, use the arrow keys. What does it want me to do? You should now be able to delete the password. Replace just the password with the text redacted in all caps. Little does this guy know that I already know all about Vim motions. Package manager review. What do package managers like app and brew not do? Debug code and fix bugs in the software it manages. There is one more package manager I want to introduce you to, Webby. Never heard of never heard of this one. Webby lets you install command line tools directly from the web with no need for traditional package manager files like app or brew. You don't need to install Webby itself at all. Instead, you just run a shell command that downloads and runs a given tool's official installer script. Let's see. For Windows users, if you're using WSL, you should follow the Linux instructions. Let's install LSD, a modern version of ls command. It's essentially ls with a bunch of extra features. Go to Webby and look for the LSD entry. Let's see. LSD. Okay. Navigate to this page and select the correct instructions to install it on your system. Linux. I think. Copy. That's kind of cool. Okay. Oops, LSD. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. World Bank -tree. Yeah, that's very cool. Run it again with both tree and classic flags. Paste the output into the input field and submit it. Classic. All right. Well, thanks for introducing that to me. Let's see, as a general rule, it's not smart to pipe a shell script from the internet directly into a terminal because that script could do malicious things. That said, as long as you're doing it via HTTPS, which you are, and you trust the source, in this case webinstall.dev, it's not as big of a concern. If you want to hear more about this, here's the section of the Backend Banter podcast episode where Webby's creator talks about it in more detail. How old is this episode? 2 years ago? Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like this is caught on, or at least I've not heard of it. Webby or WebL. Could be. It seems like it supports installing most of your common dev tools. What about UV? Does it support UV? No? Huh. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Alright. VS Code. Up to this point in boot.dev, you've written code in boot.dev's in-browser editor, and you've used a standalone terminal. Now some developers do their work inside a terminal and use a terminal editor like NeoVim, but a lot of developers, myself included, prefer to use a hybrid GUI terminal experience. Enter VS Code. If you've not already done so, if you don't already have a preferred editor, install VS Code on your machine now. Well, I already have a preferred editor. I'm not using this. Let's go. We completed the Learn Linux course. Claim our 4000 XP. Let's see. Good stuff. Thank you for taking the time to create the course and such a cool learning platform to take it on. All right, where are we on the leaderboards? We got to be up there now, right? This calls for some celebration. Yeah. Let's see, we're 4,000 XP, I think, away. Let's see, global leaderboard. We're number 3. Okay, we can't stop. We got to get. See, we need 3,000 more XP. We got to keep going. Let's see. What's our next course here? We're gonna build a book bot. Throughout this course, you'll be using the boot.dev CLI to run our tests, which are just CLI commands against your local environment. Install it now if you don't already have it. All the instructions, info on the GitHub page. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go back to our Windows development environment. And we need to set up the boot.dev CLI, it looks like. See how we do that. So the following command will build, download. Option 1. So I am not doing this. I'm going to do it with the Go toolchain. So let's just do Go. Ah, they got a little charm bracelet in there. Look at that. Little charm bracelet. Bubble tea. Lip gloss. Right there. We know those. We know those guys. Damn, this is addicting, ain't it? It really is, actually. It's really fun the way they've gamified it and the leaderboards and the XP, and it is actually a lot of fun. I mean, I really liked Free Code Camp. I still think I would point people to Free Code Camp because boot.dev does cost money to have all the gamification aspect of it. You can basically, it's kind of, boot.dev is kind of like it's kind of a little bit like a college course format where like you can audit a college course for free, but you don't really get credit for taking the course. Same thing with boot.dev. Like you can review all the lessons and do all the lessons and everything for free, but you don't really get like credit, so to speak, for it. And boot.dev is kind of expensive. It's like $50 a month. I think I paid $260 something for the year subscription. But the gamification aspect of it is a lot of fun. All right, so now we need to log in. Boot.dev
Kelsey says
login.
facts.
Hey, honey. Ah, my leg fell asleep. It's basically just backend. Oh, nice. Well, I think they're both good experiences so far. I mean, Free Code Camp I always recommend. And I would recommend so far. I'd recommend boot.dev based on everything I've done so far. Ah, my foot fell asleep. Uh, that hurts. All right. Shit.
Kelsey says you look old with all that stretching.
I feel old. Oh God. Should I have not shown that command on screen? I don't know. I don't think I should have shown that command on screen. Hey, Born to Shine, good to see you, man. Thanks for still being a member, buddy. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, let's do that.
Kelsey says, what are you doing?
I'm trying to. I shouldn't have shown that login token, so I was signing out all my devices and then resetting my password on boot.dev so that nobody can impersonate me. Okay, I think I fixed that up. All right, now I also need to change my username. Yeah, let's change my
Kelsey
username.
says, noob move, bro.
Yes, new. It was a noob move. It was indeed. I try my best though, you know? Okay. I try my best. It's been a little while, you know? Alright, I'm level 27. I'm level 27 and I'm third on the leaderboard, on the global leaderboard. I'm gonna become one of these people. Global leaderboard. Yeah, see, I'm third on the global leaderboard. Okay. So now that we have that set up, um, dashboard. Submission detected for another lesson. Oh, did someone just try to submit on my behalf? Oh no. I think that means Settings. Okay. Boot dev status. You have to re-authenticate. Alright, I gotta clean up these windows a little bit. Gotta have some tab discipline. Let's see. I guess we need to do this. Okay. And we'll do that. Lesson is not supported for your operating system Windows. Try again with one of the following. Oh, I have to do it on Linux? Oh, man, that sucks. Okay. That kind of sucks. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. We'll get over it. I guess what we can do then is we can do this guy. Yeah, that sucks. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, let's redo all this. This also means, though, I need to set up NeoVim on my on WSL. Let's see, NeoVim WSL. Okay. All right, so that's installed. That's okay. So then we'll do boot dev login. Okay. And I guess I can also uninstall all of it. Install to boot. Let's see, go uninstall. How do I uninstall something that I installed with Go? Let's see. Also, I think the stream just dropped connection. We're back though, I think. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Let's go remove installed binary. So I guess what I want is boot dev.exe. Let's remove it. Yeah, and then there we go. Let's see. So boot.dev status. We're logged in as me. Okay. Awesome. It worked. That's pretty nifty. All right, so we're going to need, since we're working with Python, we're going to need a few things. So the first thing we need to do is we need to set up NeoVim. Then we'll set up UV, and then we'll try to follow Lane's instructions here. But so NeoVim first. So it looks like the first thing we need to do is this. Okay. And then, oh, we should also, I guess, sudo, let's see, what was it? Sudo app install. What is it? Sudo remove? What is it? Okay. Then we're going to want to do this guy. Okay. Then we need to open up this guy. We don't need this anymore. how do you toggle word wrap in? It's like set word wrap or something. Set no wrap. Right? Yeah, I think that did it. Yeah, that did it. Alright, so then we go down here and we gotta paste this guy. Source it. Success. Alright, so now we need to pull down my configs and put them in the proper place, right? So where does NeoVim config go on Linux? Where to put NeoVim config on Linux? Okay. So cd config. And I guess what we'll do is we'll just git clone my existing git t signed in. I don't even know if I have git installed over there. Yeah, I'm guessing this isn't gonna work. Nope, it's there. Okay, so let's do copy git clone. I'm guessing that's not going to work over SSH, is it? Yeah, I would like to use SSH. I don't know if that'll work though because I don't have all that set up for SSH on the Ubuntu side. See if that works. Look. Oh, whoops. Shit. I'll do rm-rf in them, and then do that again, but put it in the oven. Okay, and then now let's try to fire up NeoVim. We reconnected again. Oh, and LewisNet failed to build. Sorry about the stream dropping out. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Man, it's taking a long time to start. Oh, I don't. Yeah, okay. So I need a C compiler. God, this is such a pain in the ass. And the pain in the ass to not be able to do this on my existing setup. Let's see. Telescope themes. There we go. Now things are starting to look familiar. But we're getting all these error commands. Okay, let's install a C compiler, I guess. I guess the stream does support downloading 100 NeoVim extensions. Yeah, there was a bunch of NeoVim extensions there. Let's see. There's Ubuntu. Okay, let's do this then. Do that. That's your PC crying for help. Oh yeah, I am putting it through the paces, aren't I? Let's see. And then I guess I'm going to set up UV for Python stuff. UV install Linux. This says, let's see, what is this complaining about? Rainbow delimiters attempt to index local parser. Tree sitters. I think it looks like tree sitters installing a bunch of stuff. Let's see, curl. Do that. I don't know what tree sitter's doing, but it almost seems like tree sitter's hung there. Okay, cool. File type auto commands. Attempt. I don't know what this is. Error in file type auto commands. I don't know what that's complaining about. Rainbow delimiter. Oh, I don't have ripgrep installed either. Oh, there's all these things I have to install. grab. Let's see. There we go. Rainbow. Okay. Where is the auto file type? Oh, that's actually in the library. That's actually in the plugin itself. I don't know what that means. See you here. See you, Howard Studios. Have a good day. Isn't your tree sitter comp? I do use tree sitter. It did go private, but it did get archived, and I haven't figured out what to do about that. The fact that it's not really being maintained anymore. I'm gonna spend more time figuring out this air than I am doing anything else. Hmm. Not in gzip format. Huh. Failed to execute the following command. Cannot start. What the fuck? Well, this is just going well. Let's see. The air's still there, though. I don't know what to do, man. Let's see. treesitter.lua in config, line 54. Module neovim treesitter.configs not found. So is this all related to treesitter? Maybe this is all related to that. I haven't really paid attention to what's been going on with the last 2 months. It's still out there. Hmm. I might have to do a little bit of research. That's not going to happen tonight. Well, I made it fairly far. I didn't get to number 1 on the leaderboard. Where'd I end up? I ended up on 3, didn't I, for the day? Man, that burns me. I was going to try to climb to 1. Hey, Cyberlanka. The return of the Coffee King. I don't know about Coffee King, but I'm here. But I think I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Alright, so I have to figure out how to make NeoVim work on Ubuntu on Linux. I wonder if the, let's see, NeoVim. Wonder if these have any of the same issues. I haven't used NeoVim in a while. That all seems fine. So maybe there's just some dependencies I'm missing or something. Let's see, Steve spot. Yeah, there must be something I don't have quite right. Even though I've cloned my config here, there's some sort of neovim treesitter.configs not found. And then It's not complaining anymore when I open Neo Vent. But I think that's because the plugin didn't load. Yeah, I think it's because the plugin didn't load. It's fine, I guess. All right, let's go. Let's go right here. Run check health to see what's missing for tree sitter. Okay. Let's see. Check health. Let's see. Command not found. Check. Yeah, I haven't set any of that up. Haven't set any of that up. That all makes sense. Let's see. I don't have Little Rocks installed. That makes sense. Tree sitter CLI not found. So is that what I'm missing? So do I have that over here? I guess I just don't remember setting that up. Hey D, good to see you again. Have to go through and resolve all these, I guess. Let's see. NeoVim. I guess Windows must have a different, this has different requirements, I guess. All right. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that tonight. I guess tomorrow I'll work on resolving all these health check issues. There's quite a few of them. All right. Well, this is a fun way to get back into streaming. I don't know how much more streaming I'll do or how regular I do it or what kind of schedule I do it. I do want to stream. I do want to do this boot.dev stuff, so I'll try to stream when I do that. Because I paid good money for it, so I want to complete it and get my Archmage badge. So if you see me live, that's probably what I'll be doing. Thanks you very much for those of you who hung out with me and those of you who've come back after such a long hiatus away. So appreciate you guys. All right, I'm gonna take my leave. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye guys.